Hey everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Video Game Talking Points. This week, I wanted to start with a quote that's going to fuel the subject of this week's episode. Excuse me, I'm fighting off a chest cold here, so it's going to be real coffee and phlegmy and sexy. That was a sexy kitty growl, probably. Anyways, I'm going to show you the quote here on the magic of text in Sony Vegas, so take it in for a second. Okay, alright, that was something, wasn't it? Good old internet. Anyways, I'm gonna use my iDevice here to reference points of it, so bear with me, please. Basically, what I wanted to talk about this week was collector's editions. Now, EA's kind of done like and other companies too, where they've called it collector's edition or some kind of like special edition here and there, where it basically just supports first day purchases and new purchases. Basically, they're trying to combat the used market, which I've already done. So in my Homefront review, I've already referenced where Homefront pretty much locks you out of 95% of the multiplayer experience if you don't buy it with an online battle pass. You can pay for it. Basically, it's like an online pass thing, and EA has been really aggressive with their whole online pass thing. And obviously this quote is in reference to Battlefield, and they were kind of like that with Battlefield Bad Company, but it was actually very cool. They had the VIP thing, and it's much like the Cerberus network, or like, was there anything on Dead Space? I think it was just for online play, but who played Dead Space 2 online? Come on, let's be honest. But yeah, so like you would get like the downloadable maps and just basically goodies and incentives for buying new. And that's kind of what they're doing here again. Even though they are giving you, for pre-ordering Battlefield 3, they're giving you that the back to Karkland, whatever, levels and stuff like that. It's basically an expansion pack, they're calling it. They're going to charge for people who don't buy or don't reserve Battlefield, but they're doing kind of like one of those pseudo special editions where as long as you pre-order it and buy it new or something, you get I guess you get some guns and some other extra content and stuff like that. So this guy is apparently angry that EA didn't make one of like a true collector's edition out of Battlefield. Like he wanted dog tags, and in the E3 demo, the tank battle, a guy was holding like a little dinosaur statue. He wants this made in real life. And, like one of those little art books and I guess a soundtrack. That's what this guy wants. He's pissed off at EA for not making a collector's edition and then charging $60 extra for... And here's the meat of today's episode. Many collector's editions are stuff that you get this nice big box, and then you open the box up and you're like, cool, flip through the art book. That's the last time you touch it, and you have these like dog tags. Oh, awesome. Place, dust, collect, and like this guy's basically pissed off that he can't spend more of his nerd disposable income on throwaway, like, just crap, basically. Like, there are some very cool collector's editions. I got the Halo one, the Halo 3 one with the helmet. That was cool, I guess, but it collects dust. It's sitting up there, and it's... Like, I had the dust cover over. It came with, like, a little cloth, and, like, I have it over. And, like, the Halo Reach, the statue, very cool. And that's the thing. Like, sometimes they seem worth it. Like, they actually do have some cool stuff. I mean, like, if you're into that, you could display this very attractive, very well-made piece of, like an action figure or like a sculpture or, something like that. But, and I guess this is more about age and demographic, and this is really, I'm just going to sort of give you my situation. It'd be interesting to hear from you guys. This is going to be one of the more interactive episodes. I'm a theoretical grown man-ish, kind of. I have bills, and I'm currently in the process of buying a house, so I have like taxes to pay on the house, so I don't have as much disposable income as somebody else. I probably make more than some people, but a lot of people make a lot more than I do. So I do have some disposable income, but every time there's like $150, like, you know, Gears 3 has this Epic Edition coming out, and they kind of have the middle thing too. I forget what that's called, like the limited edition or whatever. And then, you know, every Call of Duty has like the Prestige Edition and the Hardened Edition, and then, you know, the Halos to Halos are going to have stuff like that. So every time there's like a 150 Uber Edition, $150, you know, that's buying the game twice over and more so. And it's like, is that extra money good for stuff that I'm going to be like, oh, cool art book, and a soundtrack I'm never going to listen to, especially a Battlefield soundtrack? Like, I'm sure it's going to be good, but when are you going to listen to it and, like, enjoy it just contextless, you know, just, oh, this is good atmosphere, you know, it's just going to be some pounding, percussion-driven orchestral stuff, I can guarantee you right now, and it's like, I don't know, maybe if you got your iPod in while you're playing paintball or something, whatever. So, like, a lot of this stuff that could be just, it's sort of like a once-and-done thing. For me, I see, like, groceries, I see gas, I see bills, and it's really hard to justify. I have to talk myself down off the ledge for some of them. There are some where I'm like, I don't need any of that. Like, I love I love Batman Arkham Asylum. I can't wait for Arkham City. But the collector's edition they just announced, like, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, the statue may be cool, but, like, I could get a Batman statue separately if I wanted to, and I'm sure all various price ranges. I'm sure I could spend like enough to like buy a new TV on a Batman statue, or you know, whatever. It's just like that one. I'm like, I don't need any of that. The Skyrim Collector's Edition, that's another story. It takes more talking down off the ledge. So I'm not like completely against collector's editions. I do think they are cool, but based on your economic standing in life and your kind of like where you are in your life, are they something you do? Are they something you do occasionally? Or are they something you just don't do at all? Do you agree that some of these things are like it's just people getting caught up in like nerd excitement, you know, for like an art book? Like an art book can be very cool, depending on the art style of the game. Is the art style unique? Like the Call of Duties, as much as I love the games, they do art books. They did one for Modern Warfare 2. It's like, yes, it's technically impressive art, and it's good art, but it's just generic. It's just modern, pseudo-realistic, just people and settings and places where like something like a Skyrim or a Bioshock, again, it's a little bit of my fanboyness showing through, but they are worlds that aren't like ours, and they are interesting, unique art styles that stand out. Something that would be worth maybe like an occasional reappreciation and going through, but you know, like, I don't know. It's just... some of it seems pretty unnecessary. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on collector's editions. I tried to not be too negative, don't get me wrong. I think some of it's very cool. Like I said, I have to talk myself down off the ledge for a lot of it, because I'm like, oh, nerd stuff. But, you know, gas. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments section. Like the video, recommend it, all that stuff. Oh, hey, quick mini review. Mini review for Call of Juarez, the cartel. Don't get it. Don't even waste your time renting it. It's horrible. It's absolutely terrible. Okay, there's a feature in the game where you can slow down time, like a bullet time, and it lasts for like 3 seconds. It's almost useless, and you don't want to do it because every single time you do it, there are like 2 or 3 one-liners that the one protagonist spouts out, and he uses the word fuck like it guarantees him an ejaculation. Like, it's like he says the word fuck like you're an 8-year-old who just found out that it pisses his parents off, like that word, and you just want to use the shit out of it, and it's horrible, and the game is just it's terrible. Mini review, don't get it. There you go. Extra content, no extra charge, no Microsoft points, no Jordan wacky dollars, whatever. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.